All right, well, here we are with another motorcycle that will be up for auction. This is a 1967 Moto Guzzi V700. We'll walk through the bike, show you some of the details, tell you all about it, and we'll start it up. So how about that? Anyway, what you're looking at is the first version of Moto Guzzi's now famous V-twin motorcycle line. These bikes were 700cc and very similar to the later bikes. A lot of differences though in detail. The engine cases are different, the valve covers are different. Lots of things that are different on these bikes than the later Eldorados and Ambassadors and so forth. So overall, this bike's in pretty nice condition. Runs well. It does not leak any fluids and so forth. So let's get into some of the details here. So the instrument cluster, much like the Ambassadors, single, speedometer with lights and so on. Miles, I wouldn't totally be surprised if they're original. I can't verify it. So anyway, that's what it's showing, 8,054. All your switch gear and choke lever, all those things are original equipment. This would have been the original style, at least if they're not original hand grips. Same over on this side, all your light switches, all those things are all pretty much what you would have gotten original equipment. Bars and so forth, all the original style. Same with headlight, your front fender and so on. So I would say for the most part the paint on this bike is original. Definitely the silver is original. You can see the remnants of the decal up here, just the condition of the paint. It's not particularly shiny and so on. The chrome for the most part is good. Some of the worst is probably right in here. You can see a little rub through here from polishing and a little bit of rust pips on it. I didn't spend much time polishing, so this all would be would come out really nicely if someone spent a little time with polishing cloth. Same way with the valve covers. They're in good condition, but they could use greater polish. The tank is what I can't quite tell. There's some touch up here. There's no dents. It's clean inside. Someone's painted this, in my opinion. The chrome is in pretty good shape, but it's also, the decal here is it's certainly a water transfer. It's not a, the common reproductions you find out there, and there's some wear on it. So if it was painted, it was probably done some time ago. Again, these decals just tell me that the paint on this silver paint's original on this bike. The original Moto Guzzi style pegs, really, Delorto. Now, I believe these are a later version of the Delorto square slide carbs. The pipe does have some rust on it, as you can see. These turn signals are definitely not original, especially since they say Kawasaki on them. So somebody's looking for some vintage Kawasaki turn signals, you might have something there. The rest of it's clean. It's just, there's just no leaks. This pipe also has some rust. Those there are reproductions available of those. These first bikes didn't have key locks on their toolboxes or anything like that, and all the original knobs are in place. Heel toe shifter, that was standard equipment on these bikes. Brakes work great. Let the truck get by. Brakes work great. Original generator cover is in place. These are awesome motorcycles. I love these loop frame Guzzis. They're super reliable. Oftentimes we think of it, some of the Italian stuff as being, temperamental, let's say, or poor quality. And honestly, these things were built very, very well. They're quite reliable, and they run well. They handle better than you would expect. They're fun to ride. People don't know what they are. The seat cover's in good condition. I'm going to say I would believe this has been made, and it was well done. I have to say, I kind of like it because it conjures up an image of a old school poster shop doing this. So you can still see some paint damage here, but the chrome's in nice shape. And really overall the chrome is in good shape. It kind of depends on what you want out of a bike like this. These are fairly unique. The Eldos and Ambassadors are pretty common in many ways. They made a lot of them. These V700s are not, and especially when you find them in this kind of a condition. This is not a bike that you would have to restore to use. You could ride this as it is and have a lot of fun with it, enjoy it, have a pride of ownership with it. It could be restored as well, obviously. They're cool. You don't see that many of them, and like I said, they're just super reliable, and they don't leak oil. They're well made, and so on. So we'll give this guy a start. What did I do? Oh, by the way, right side shift on these early Guzzis. There we go. And that is a start from cold, by the way. So, and it's probably about 85 degrees here right now, just so you're aware, but purrs like a kitten and just puts right along. This bike's running really nicely and sounds great. I mean, these things sound awesome. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. I'd probably ditch the Kawasaki turn signals, but other than that, I'd change the fluids. I'd put some fresh tires on it because these have been on it for a long time. I'd put some fresh tires, fresh fluid, and I would enjoy it, is what I would do if I were you. So anyway, hope you like this one. Again, this will be coming up at auction, and once it's determined where that'll be, I will post a link in the video for that if you're interested in the bike or just want to watch the auction progress. Hopefully this has given you a pretty good idea of what you're bidding on if you're a bidder, and if not, definitely communicate with me during the auction, because I am more than happy to tell you everything about it that I know. Oh, last two things. So inside the little toolbox on this side, that is the original rider's manual from Stauffer's Cycle in Dodge City, Kansas, and Shirley's registration certificate's there. Okay, $2. And on the other side, let's take a look at that. Oops. There we go. On the other side, something you don't see on these is the original Toolkit. So I've owned a lot of old loop frame Guzzis, and I've never gotten one of these with a bike. So anyway, there's original Toolkit. There's a couple things I'm sure that have been added, but for the most part it's there, and something you just don't see. Overall, you know, these old Guzzis they're unique people. They just want to know what it is, you know. They love them, and you'll love riding it. They're a lot of fun. Enjoy. Bid if you like it.